All right, guys, we're here with Fright Film, and we've known Mr. Tran here for a number of years, Cincinnati native,
Hey, what's up, everyone?
and he's back. He's been in Los Angeles now for how many years? Been in LA?
Almost 10 years. I moved March 17th, 2014 on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay. Well, that's a way to celebrate with green beer and new adventures.
Absolutely.
Good deal. And then introduce your filmmaker here for this film.
Yeah,
Is,
this is my executive producer, Bobby Duncan. He also
Hello
plays
there.
the tipster and the movie Tip that we did.
the movie is Tip. It's I guess the best way to describe this is don't screw over your wait staff.
Exactly.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
Just be nice.
Absolutely.
Be nice. I watched it. It's a great film. It's
Thank you.
Was shot all around. What parts are we seeing around LA there? Obviously, it was just to tell us a little bit first the locations that you were at.
So the restaurant was in Chino, which is in close to Los Angeles, about 40 minutes away, 45 minutes. And then the bedroom scenes was actually my bedroom in Duarte, California. And then the living room scenes was actually also in Duarte, California at a friend of mine's house.
Good deal. And then as far as the cast is concerned, what do we have as far as shouting out of the cast as far as folks that participated there?
Oh yeah, we have Emma Charles. She's the lead. She plays Nina, the server in it. She's actually a musician as well. She sings. She has music out. It's really good. Check her out. We have Jackie Brown, Elijah Van Zanten, Gage Johnson, Chris Kazuma, Scott Kennedy, Michael Sims, Bella Shaw. I mean, there's a lot of people that contributed, and actually in the extended version of this movie, we actually edited before realizing the 13-minute cut. I thought it was a 15-minute cut. We actually had a 22.5-minute cut because we just wanted to make a bigger film anyway to do it, and so some of those scenes got cut for this particular festival, for Fright Film competition.
And some original music there. I saw you actually had a band, a restaurant band that was in there. That was unique.
What?
Yeah, interesting. I wrote that kind of as a joke about 20 years ago, right after I stopped waiting tables and then got into corporate. And it's been sitting in a file for years. And then when he showed me the script, I said, I think I have a corny, fun song that could go with this. But it was a rap originally. And then I wanted it to be, and he wanted it to be a rock song. So we added the tip, 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 what, into it, which made it more of a rock and roll song. And the band was great. The local band in California.
Danger Escape.
What's the name of the band again?
Danger Escape.
Danger Escape. Okay. Yeah, it's always proof that good ideas are sometimes before their time. Just file them away until you can get to use them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wrote Tip actually in 2019, and then when we found out the requirements, with the glove, the 1 minute continuous non-edited shot, that's when we were like, maybe the band player would be better for that. And then we're like, okay, we need a steady cam, to make that happen, and to make the moving shots happen.
And let's talk about equipment. What kind of equipment did you use?
We used a red Komodo with Cook S4 lenses for most of it.
Okay. Very good. And what other and you guys work together on other projects. So you've got your own production company. I think you both kind of have your own production stuff
Correct.
going on. So tell me about your production company. Whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, I own Trippy Tran Films. Actually, Jeff Winkleman was my instructor back at Brown Mackie College. I started my first short film in 2008. So 15 years of making movies. This Tip is our 11th short film. We make different movies trying to inspire people, think outside the box, be entertaining, and just move people in a way, So that's my brand with Trippy Tran Films.
I've actually been more on the entertainment performance side. So I'm a stand-up comedian. I was in a Cirque type show. I've done all things similar to those things. However, then once I met Anthony 2 days after he moved to LA, actually, and we've been friends ever since and collaborating then. And finally, I said, you know what, I probably should have my own production company since we're doing things together. And I did. And interesting enough, someone's taken notice of us. So when we leave here, we're actually going to Texas to work on a full-length feature film there. And Anthony's in it, and they asked me to be the lead. So I'm pretty stoked about it.
Bobby Duncan, Lights, Camera, Action Films.
Yes. And Anthony, Rory Tran, or T Tran, as Trippy Tran Films.
Absolutely. Okay, so that goes into the next question. You've got a production that's going on in Texas as your next thing to do. And any ideas of things that you want to do back in Ohio?
Man, I mean, I still want to come back here. I've shot music videos under my name, Art, A Reasonable Truth here. I shot The Recipe, Rapper, when I come back. I will always like to do more projects. I want to make films in Cincinnati again. It's just hard, the travel and like bringing the people together, but like we made Obliquity still under post-production, unfortunately. Obliquity Imagery the Unknown was my community feature that I started, and right before I left for LA, I was hoping to have it finished, and then we screened it in 2013 in December at a theater at the old Danbury Dollar Savers, and still sound design, but we're meeting a lot of great sound designers now through these projects, so I'm hoping to get that wrapped up and come back to Cincinnati and do more work. I believe there's so much talent in Cincinnati that doesn't get enough recognition, on the radar of mainstream or Hollywood, and it's unfortunate because there's so many talented artists that, from paintings to design to music to all the acting, all the films we saw today even. I was like, there's so much talent here, and I would love to come back and collaborate.
Well, and now the state has actually put in that larger tax credit too. So now we have over $40-something million in a tax credit that you can apply for. It has to be over $300,000 or something as far as your production is concerned.
Oh, wow.
SOFA has actually morphed into the beginnings of the Film Commission for Southern Ohio.
Ooh, okay.
So you can find out what's going on at filmohio.org now.
Nice. Okay. Filmohio.org.
And that's so we try and cross promote every single independent film event here. We've got a board that's made up of 80% all filmmakers.
What? Nice. That's awesome. That's
cool.
So good.
So it's
great for Cincinnati.
So hopefully we can be as close. Well, I think we were kind of where Atlanta was 10 years ago, right?
Okay. And Atlanta's huge now.
Yeah.
So that's a great step.
Yeah.
For Cincinnati.
One big step is we're cheaper. That's a big step.
Yeah.
The cost of living is tremendously cheaper than out there.
Absolutely.
Because I was in Hawaii for 3 years. So
Oh, you live in Hawaii.
Me too. My phone number's still Hawaii.
Oh, sure. Which island? did you live on?
Oahu.
Well, I was on the Big Island. I did
Nice.
production on the Big
Nice.
Island.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. It was stuck in the 80s, and it's slowly getting into the 90s.
Yeah.
But but very neat.
Yeah.
Well, guys, excited that you got your film screened here. Excited to see you after all these years, and I'm glad that you're doing well and you're continuing to be creative. I've seen you on network shows making appearances here and there.
I'm going to be on a game show in November.
I think it was the game show that you were on. I think you with Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
You were with
Let's
Wayne
Make a
Brady
Deal.
on Let's Make a Deal was the last time I saw you, actually.
You can look that up
I've
on
actually
YouTube.
been on
Trippy
that
Tran.
show too.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it.
TV
Two people that were on Let's Make a Deal.
It's really I didn't know it was going to be picked, but they're constantly, they're shooting episodes almost all the time. So they're always looking for people. There's a high probability you could be picked if you just go out there and.
And you have to go when they say, "What's your name?" You can't go. My name's Bobby. You have to
Yeah,
go, I'm
they're really
Bobby, and I'm
excited.
here to be here.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And
They
they're
test
going-
your energy,
they
through
check-
the whole process. You're waiting 3 hours and with all these different people in the audience, and they're like, all right, is this person excited? I think be like, oh my gosh, I got a dishwasher. And even if you don't like a dishwasher, you gotta love it.
You almost have to just think you're a cheerleader. Jumping up and down,
I need a
screaming.
dishwasher.
Yeah, the TV that I won on the show is still in my bedroom. So
Nice. And I just, I filmed Person, Place, or Thing, an episode with that in September, and it's going to air in November. So be sure to check that on Fox sometime in November.
All right. Well, Trippy Tran Films and
Lights, Camera, Action.
Lights,
film.
Camera, Action. Those are two production companies that came together to make a film named Tip, which is our short film here. And be nice to your wait staff, folks. And see
Seriously.
these guys if you're out in LA. We're glad they're back in Ohio, and we'll see you at the movies.